Hi, I'm Emily Connelly, CEO of 72 and Sunny Los Angeles. I am joined here by my friends Christina O'Rourke and Julia Fedor from United Airlines. We are coming to you live from Sport Beach at Cannes, where we're celebrating the intersection of sport, culture, and fandom. Let's get into it, shall we?
Okay, great.
So, what is the difference with airline marketing today from just, say, 5 or 10 years ago? Julia, let's start with you.
There's quite a lot that's changed in the last 5 to 10 years. One is the rise of the content creator economy and influencer marketing. We've really changed how we've evolved the way that we tell our stories. In fact, some of our research and our measurement results have found that influencer marketing and that content is more impactful and in some ways actually performs better than more traditional brand advertising, ads, animations, graphics. There are a lot of different research studies that show about 65 to 70% of people actually trust people and influencers more than traditional brand advertising. So for us as an airline, we've really been leaning into influencer marketing over the last 5 years, and that's one of the ways that we've evolved.
And I think in addition to the way that we tell our stories, even just the types of stories we choose to tell have truly changed. There's been a dramatic shifts across the airline industry in the past 5 to 10 years. The biggest of which is, travel demand is sort of at its peak. It's never been greater than it is now. I think at the end of 2026, we're projected travel demand is supposed to be 14 to 16% higher than even what we saw pre-pandemic.
Wow.
So it's this insatiable appetite for travel right now. You have really interesting dynamics when it comes to the major US carriers, for example. A lot of change there, a lot of change to those business models. And another huge factor is truly that people's expectations of an airline have changed as well. It's not just about price and destination. We talk about that a lot. It's not just about price and destination anymore. It's, people want premium experiences. They want great customer service. They want an awesome loyalty program and better connectivity. And so that's really been pushing us at United to keep pace, to keep evolving with those demands from customers. We've evolved a ton. I mean, if we're thinking about the past 5 years specifically, I don't think United is the same airline it was 5 years ago. And so it's been an incredible journey, and so much has changed, but it's a really exciting time to be a part of it.
A wonderful time to be privileged enough to help you all tell that story.
Yes.
So as you think about your marketing strategy in this time of significant change, what are you most focused on?
For us as the brand stewards and the ones who are responsible for the brand building advertising campaigns, we're really focused on differentiation. Historically, in the airline category, a lot of customers have viewed all of the airlines as being the same. We're a commodity, we get you from point A to point B, and we know that that's not the case. And in fact, United has implemented so many tools and technologies to improve the customer experience. We have incredible employees worldwide who serve our customers. And so we, with everything that we do with our marketing and advertising, are focused on that differentiation piece. And in fact, this year is really exciting for us. It's our 100th anniversary as a company. We've been flying since 1926. And our CEO, Scott Kirby, often likes to say that we're a 5-year-old startup within a 100-year-old brand. So we have this legacy, but now more than ever, we are differentiating our product and our services from our main competitors. So it's a great time to be at the airline. No 2 days are the same. I think Christina and I just love the work that we do and being in this category.
I know, and things are changing so fast. What's become really important for us, and a lot of the work that we've been doing with 72 and Stagwell, is to keep the research going, to keep studying what is really driving what influences people's purchasing decisions today, because it is just changing so fast. And so in some of the recent research that we did, you kind of referenced this for a second, but the two of the interesting findings were across every demographic and every traveler segment, there are these two factors that had outsized performance on choosing one airline over another. And it was the availability of fast free Wi-Fi. I think we can all relate to that. Yes. And then employees who go above and beyond for our customers. At one point in this research, we were studying passenger comfort, onboard comfort. And when we asked people questions about this, we thought they would talk about seat features like screens and charging and all this. And what we found is that a lot of times people answered a question about comfort by talking about interactions with our employees. So we had one passenger who said it's not about the seat, it's how you're treated in the seat, which has become like a real mantra for us. So this is sort of like interesting coming out of this research, because it tells us that great travel experiences are built on technology and human connection. And we're lucky, like, United has wonderful stories, as we know, to
say you're so well positioned
Yes.
to be able to deliver on those two customer needs.
Totally. We've got
Amazing.
Starlink Wi-Fi rolling out, and we have employees who create experiences for our customers every day that no technology ever could. And so those are two areas you're going to see more from us in our advertising that we're doing together.
So speaking of your advertising work, and obviously you're very research focused, how are you measuring the success of your marketing?
Yes, we are becoming more sophisticated with the measurement that we do as a brand marketing team. I really like to think of measurement in three parts. The first is our performance metrics. So how did our digital and social media ads do? How did people respond to them? What was the click-through rate? Did people watch a 30-second ad all the way through to completion on YouTube or on their streaming service? And then the second part is brand perceptions, which really is even more important to us. But how did our advertising make people feel? What do they think about the airline? How do we make sure that our ads are really emotionally resonant and people feel seen and they feel heard in our advertising campaigns? And then the third part of measurement, the most important part of all, is growth. What business impact is our marketing and advertising ultimately having on the bottom line? We are in the process of implementing several new tools, some regression-based attribution, a marketing mix model, these statistical analyses that are actually going to allow us to be able to better attribute our ad campaigns to the number of ticket bookings that we're driving and our revenue to the airline. It's a great spot for us to be in. We've really evolved our measurement strategy in the last 5 years. We've come a long way. We're very excited to roll out a lot of these new tools and to prove to our leadership just how successful our brand advertising can be.
You'll have done incredible work on that front. Very impressive. So we're here at Sport Beach. Sport partnerships are easy to do, but hard to do well. United has a legacy of really having organic partnerships in the sports world. I'm wondering if you could tell us a little bit about your approach to that.
Absolutely. I mean, we're really proud to sponsor a handful of NFL teams, especially those in our hub markets and in some key areas for us. So we sponsor and fly the Kansas City Chiefs and the 49ers and, of course, my Chicago Bears. And so that leads to some really interesting storytelling intersections for us. And I think the work we did with 72 most recently was such a wonderful example of this, the campaign that we called Football Flies United. And so what we started noticing is as we were flying these teams to their away games, we would get these incredible photos, these incredible shots of the players walking down the stairs from our planes, and they're in their like pre-game fits and they look so cool and confident and ready for the moment. And then our brand was naturally visually a part of that story. And so I think after a while, after seeing this so many times, our partners at 72 and the team at United was like, that's it. That's the ad.
Yeah.
And so we worked with 72 and Sunny to recreate a few of those moments last year with Patrick Mahomes and Roma Dunze, which was amazing. And then they became these larger-than-life billboard activations in key markets. So I think that to us is what makes a good partnership. Any sports partnership or really any integration, if you can find a way to amplify how your brand is already showing up naturally, that's usually the best way to do it. Then it feels a lot less like a logo slap. It feels like more this is a true story you're telling.
Right.
And I think the great thing about being here at Sport Beach as well is this is really the opportunity for brands and athletes to help get connected and to find those natural intersections for good storytelling.
Yeah, where's the true overlap?
And I think the Football Flies United campaign is a great example where friends and family members would reach out to us and say, I saw your out-of-home ad in Chicago or in Kansas City. Like, that's my football team. The Football Flies United campaign also showed up in unexpected places like GQ magazine. We did some print work. And sometimes that's almost the biggest endorsement of all, is when your friends, your family, and your coworkers say, I saw that ad, I loved it. And just that word of mouth marketing and those compliments go a long way.
Love it. So as you think about the future and the teams that you're building, what marketing skills and traits do you look for when hiring? What are the skills that you think are necessary to succeed as a marketer in today's era?
Christina and I do a lot of hiring. We both manage teams. For me, I think about the 3 Ps, as I like to call it. So first and foremost, with people on my team, it's about the performance. Do you have the right experience and skills and you're able to perform the work? Second, I want to make sure that you're passionate. We work in a great industry of aviation. It's exciting. It's always evolving. People love to travel for personal and business reasons. So I want to make sure that anyone on our brand marketing team is truly passionate about the work, about the product, about our employees all around the world. And then the last P is positivity. I just want to make sure that people show up every day to work with a positive attitude. You know, there are always going to be stressful deadlines. That is just the nature of working in marketing. But how do we make sure that we just maintain a team culture of positivity all around?
And I think for me, I mean, it's similar to yours. It's critical thinking ability, curiosity. I know we talk about that one a lot, and then optimism as well. I find more and more that I gravitate towards people who like solving problems, who like solving puzzles. That's why I love our work with 72. I think it's like a group of people who can look at a challenge or look at a difficult question and say, like, I'd like to take a crack at that. So I think that's what it really takes to succeed. And, you know, that mindset in terms of being highly adaptable and approaching work with optimism, that's really what it takes to thrive in an environment like we're in now. We're in these like stages of massive transformation. And so while the technical skills of the moment might constantly change, that's something that always stays the same.
Absolutely.
I think the shared optimism DNA between our two companies is such a key to this partnership, and seeing opportunities in every challenge and figuring out how do we turn that into something even better than maybe we had planned on initially. I think that's a really shared DNA that we have, and I love that about our partnership.
Definitely.
So thank you for stopping by, and more importantly, thank you for being incredible partners. We love our work with United Airlines and appreciate having you here in the content studio today. That's it for now. We're on the ground for all of Cannes. Follow 72 and Sunny on socials to catch up on all of the action.